to NYC. He's coming to America. He wants to pay respect downtown, but he's laughing at America.
Oh, God.
Smirky look says we're all clowns. Don't bring him to America.
In the United States of America, you have a right.
He's laughing at America. He's laughing at America.
And we laugh along with Greg Gutfeld every night on Red Eye. It goes on, a fresh show in the middle of the night. Please welcome from his think tank below, Greg Gutfeld. Welcome to Brian and the Judge.
It's fantastic to be here. I've waited so long to be here, and I'm so happy you invited me.
Why do they put Red Eye on at 2 in the morning, Greg, when I'm asleep and Brian's just about to get up to do his Fox and Friends stint?
That's the idea. It's the whole point is to avoid professionals watching the show and possibly starting a letter writing campaign to get us off the air. It's just no one ever thought about doing something like that in the middle of the night, and I think Fox thought this would be a great place to kind of like invade and take over. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Not only do you take interesting stances on issues that we talk about, you also find issues that I sometimes say, did that really happen?
Yeah.
I mean, you find some great stories.
Well, actually, we don't just find them; we make them up.
That's wrong. But Greg, I got to ask you about Ahmadinejad. He's going to be speaking at Columbia.
It's amazing, and I believe at Columbia, the ROTC is not allowed to go there. If you want to join the ROTC, you got to go off campus.
Correct.
However, Ahmadinejad is free to roam there, and what I love about it is the dean or whatever the guy said that this is an exercise in freedom of speech.
The president of Columbia said that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you can't do that in Iran. It's amazing to me.
Columbia University had Jim Gilchrist, the founder of the Minutemen, there 3 months ago. They stormed the podium and physically drove him off campus as if he had the bubonic plague.
The most amazing thing is liberals preach tolerance unless they disagree with you.
Nicely put.
Then they're the most intolerant people on the planet.
When I come on Red Eye, are we going to talk about the First Amendment, or are we going to get to other parts of human behavior?
Absolutely. I'm all for guns.
That's the Second Amendment.
So Greg, what is the source of your mom being on camera? She's so strong and so natural and so unaware that you're her son.
Exactly. If she was, she'd be weeping daily.
Yeah.
She used to, when I was editing Stuff Magazine, actually, when I edited Men's Health, I used to have her on as a column to give tips. And I realized that for some reason, readers felt more comfortable sending letters to a little old lady about their problems. Yeah, it's true. And I thought that was nice. I thought, well, I'm doing this show. I got to fill up an hour. That's really where it came from. Yeah. Call my mom, and my mom watches Fox constantly. She's like the consummate Fox. Like she knows everything.
I bet she loves Brian. Everybody's mom loves Brian.
Yeah. You know what it is? You know what it is about Brian, and to some extent Red Eye? Somehow we're allowed to say things that those parents' kids aren't allowed. Like if a kid came home and said something you said, it'd be like, Billy, go to bed. But if you said, oh, isn't it cute? Oh, he's just being smart. That's what happens. You're allowed some kind of lenience.
You assume I'm not getting in trouble, Greg, and I am. I just mask it. Seriously. Greg, I want you to take some calls with us.
Sure.
And some of our issues are very deep. Some so deep that only the judge can answer.
Okay.
I look for definitions.
All right, so if I don't understand what the question is, I could just...
You could say pass.
Correct. Pass, exactly.
Right. Nebraska is Jeff. Jeff, you're on Brian and the Judge. Say hello to Greg Gutfeld.
Yes, I'd just like to call out this clown coming over from from Iran. So I don't understand what the problem is. Either take him hostage or assassinate him, whatever. It's going to go to war sooner or later.
And we want to start killing people again. Jeff, thanks. Greg, what about that?
Should Red Eye crowd?
Well, this is what my mom said last night. Right. She felt that he should be allowed to go to Ground Zero, but without any security. So because the thing about Ahmadinejad is he says he's the man. He's a man of the people. So make him a man of the people. Yeah, I don't know what people they are, but he says he's a man of the people. Literally, he should be a man of the. He should go down and be among the people and see where that goes.
And here's the thing: I do hear, and Judge, we've discussed this in Iran. He's a smelly guy. and he arrests people that now identify him or mock his odor.
Correct.
Yeah, really?
Correct.
He's got
the
bad
New York
BO.
Times people that interviewed him in Tehran wrote in the article that he stinks.
Yeah, he wears that suit every day. It's incredible. I mean, I imagine it's very hot there.
It's the same thing they say about the Yankees. They stink.
Yeah.
So
The
does
Mets.
Napolitano.
It's the Mets that stink this week.
How we win the war in Iran and how to get them to stop? You take the IEDs or EFPs that we find in Iraq and we suddenly place them in different major arteries, major roads. And when they blow up and they investigate, they'll say, oh, these are ours.
Yes.
But we found them in Iraq. And that's what happens, Judge. When the horse head turns up in somebody else's Corvette, then they understand, okay, this is getting serious.
Do you allow any political views on Gutfeld, even Kilmeade?
I just can't believe the cruelty to animals I've just heard. Why do we have to decapitate a horse?
I'm with you, Greg. When will
It's absolutely tasteless. We're talking about Iran here, and you want to kill a horse.
When will we see you next, and what's on tonight?
Tonight we got Mike Baker from the CIA, wonderful. We got Rebecca Gomez, who's awesome.
But I got news for you. Gomez is going to be a shell of herself. She was on Fox and Friends, the morning show.
Oh, God.
This morning. She'll be wiped out or drunk.
Oh, I hope both.
I read it before we let you go. I read an article, and the reporter accompanied you guys to a restaurant afterwards.
Yes.
And the reporter said at the restaurant afterwards, the subject of conversation was Mr. Gutfeld in bed with a goat.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, but it was a long time ago. And the thing is, Judge, if you frown upon those kind of relationships, maybe you're the one who's narrow-minded. Maybe you should look at yourself.
Look at how I told you he lashes out, Judge.
I can't wait to come on, Greg.
You know, he hasn't invited you.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
2 o'clock.
I have invited him like 4 times.
Yes, 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's not me. It's other people going like, don't go on that show. Don't go on that show. But you got to go on the show.
Won't mention their names. I'm coming on with you. I think we've agreed on a date in October.
Excellent.
After my new contract is signed.
But you are sure.
That's a good point. Afterwards.
And every day you woke up, are you convinced you have a reason to go back to work the next day?
Yeah, you know what?
You're like at the end of the envelope every single show.
You know, you have that little pass that allows you into the building. I keep walking in and going, is this thing going to work? And it's like, I got in this time.
Do you know that they have a way to turn those things off by remote?
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to scare you, but they can do it.
No, I know that. I know it's going to happen. And there'll be my box of things.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the judge, can you get me in? He'll walk right by.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'll be dead to everybody.
Greg Gutfeld, it's a pleasure having you here. You're always welcome.
My pleasure.
Yagshamash, my name Borat, and whenever I in USA, I listen to the Brian and Judge with nothing on but the radio. What?